Okay guys, home stretch. We got the tube yoke all cleaned up and prepped. We've got our flange all prepped. Now we're actually going to put the joint in. First we're going to unpack it. Get a reasonably clean spot on our bench here. And I'll show you what we got here. So this is what you've all been waiting for. This is the new joint, the new serviceable, greasable joint from Rockford, and our snap rings, our handy dandy disappearing snap rings. You're gonna want to keep track of these things. Now, one complaint I had, the last one, they put the grease fitting in at the factory, and I don't know if they put it in with an impact wrench or what. I can't get that sucker out. Not without grabbing this. I don't want to grab this in the vise, and neither do you, because you'll crush the thing. These aren't made of glass, but they are delicate. They are machined steel. It is what it is. Okay, we're gonna do what will appear to be a bit rough trade to it to get it installed, but definitely something you don't want to do is crush it. So I managed to work around it, getting it installed in the other one. Used a socket so it'll go around, and once it's installed, you can use a socket and you can take that grease fitting out okay. But just loose, I can't get it out, so that's like one complaint I've got with this joint. I'm going to talk to Rockford about it and see if they can ship that thing loose, because that's a real pain in the ass having it in there and having to work around it. So now we're going to get this installed. There's two ways to think about this. Now you can either take the yoke, which is kind of the tougher part to install because it's so dramatically sloped on the side, and you can install that in this now while it's loose and then work it into the drive shaft, or you can install it in this yoke and then work around and do the other way. Now, just for the purpose of demonstration, and since I think it'll be a little easier to film, I'm going to take the joint and put it in the flange to start with, and then we're going to put the whole thing into the tube yoke. You can do it however you want. Again, bear in mind, this is my method for doing this. This isn't the only way. This isn't even necessarily the best way. This is just my way. This is what works, okay? I'm not the only guy who ever worked on a drive shaft. I'm not the authority. You can use this as a guideline to do your own thing, but I do know that this way, I do know for a fact that this way works. So, hang on, I'll reset the camera and we'll install that joint.